Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today join us at Golf Repairs for You with Sam Smith, the master fitter and golf perv, and we've got Tom Warren here for a fitting, and he's been for a fitting with you already and had some great success with driver.
Yeah, we fitted him for driver, just very low launch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awful.
So yeah, I managed to get your launch up, gave about 30 yards, I think it was.
Yeah, it was pretty massive
quite a
compared
lot,
to
and yeah, so it's been going well. So we're looking at irons, aren't we? Today?
Yep. Need some higher launch, need better spin coming into greens, and mine are just too stiff and they feel too heavy.
What I find interesting about this is, Tom, you went for a fitting. These irons are only 18 months old.
Yeah, October 2021, and they put me in a extra stiff shaft. A bit lighter, but extra stiff. But as soon as Sam saw it, he said, "That's not suitable for you."
And whether it's, you will change slightly, we don't know. We don't want to get too much into that.
Yeah.
But what'll be interesting is to see if you can get him a better set of irons, because when they're only 18 months old, I think you're going to have your hands full.
Yeah, like I said, it's the XP head I think you got. So obviously you've still got PXGs in a minute, so we're staying with PXG.
Yep, I love the product.
But obviously, yeah, they're just the most lower lofted model they do. So I think straight away we look at kind of higher lofted head, lighter shaft, not as firm. We should hopefully see some interesting numbers.
This has all come about because obviously you had the driver fitting, and it's quite normal to have a nosy in someone's bag. And when you saw his clubs,
yeah, like I always get people to warm up like an iron anyway. As soon as I saw you hit your irons to warm up, I mentioned
your eyes lit up with dollar signs, didn't they?
I just saw, just saw that your ball flight was very flat. The angle of descent was very shallow. And like I said, we mentioned at the time that we'd look into it in the future. So today's the day.
The time has come.
Well, let's see if we can make a difference to Tom's bag.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of a disclaimer, guys. We've been in this fitting for a couple of hours. We've been to end of earth and back, so it's going to be a long, uncut fit. But I think one that we need to show on YouTube, because there's so many fittings that a lot's cut out. You don't get to see the full fit.
So yeah, as soon as green, good to go. What ball are you using?
I'm using the ball that James Robinson hits, but hits 320 yards. It's the Caton one.
Very good.
After watching Gary's video, I bought myself a load of them. So
when you're ready, Tom. Current 7 iron. So obviously PXG 8 Gen 4 XP range.
5, I think.
Is it Gen 5?
Gen 4, sorry.
Gen
You're
4.
right, yeah.
And then, so Elevate, Tour, extra stiff.
Yep.
So yeah, they're quite heavy, shuffle about 115, 120 gram range. So yeah, we'll take a look.
Felt a bit bottomy.
So what would you say normal kind of shot shape is with?
I've been having a couple of lessons lately, and I've kind of developed a proper draw. Not a fade now. Just a little bit of a baby fade, not much.
Yeah, so I can help get obviously ball up in the air a bit more as well. Yeah, for me, I think you probably can't know this anyway. But your just launch is way too low. Like I said, optimum, I'd say based off your ball speed, probably about 19.
Okay.
But obviously averaging 13.7. So
it's way down on that. Yeah.
Again, spin's low. It wouldn't be too bad if your spin was okay.
Yeah.
But again, spin rate, I'd say you probably want to be minimum 5,500 for your speed.
There's not that much deviation either, is there? So I'm consistently that bad.
So launch is very consistent. Spin does fluctuate a bit. So if you look at kind of individual numbers, we've had a 4.6, 5.3, 5.3, 3.9, 2.8. And like I said, that's for one that, even though you got a bit better launch on that. Like I said, it's an awkward one because with how it's set up, you can get a lot of distance, but you just get no control.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you know what angle of descent is?
I know what it is, but I don't know.
So for anyone watching at home, basically angle of descent.
He's never had any.
True.
So this angle of descent is how steep the ball pitches into the ground. So with a 7 iron, you want to be kind of high 40s to about 50 range. So it just means when it lands on the ground, it's got a lot of control, and you're not kind of losing distance at the same time. Because obviously you can overdo it, but then you're losing distance for no reason, basically. And obviously, a minute you're averaging 37.5.
So that needs another 10 degrees on that.
At least another 10, really. So like I said, luckily there's a lot to change. It's not like you already got a set of irons that are kind of weak lofted and light launch and shaft, stuff like that. So there's a lot to change, which is good news. But yeah, like I said, we'll see what we can do. But obviously, yeah, 167 carry.
Yeah, like I said, I'm genuinely not fussed about distance. Like I spent years chasing distance, and then you just figure out at one point that it's not about distance; it's about just being able to control it.
Like I said, at the minute, obviously, it's 15 yards carry for an iron, run, which is just too much.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think you'll probably gain carry, but lose total.
Okay.
I'd say depends on ball speed as well. If we can get something where you get a bit better connection, a bit more consistent. Because you saw one which you really kind of connected.
Yeah, but the first one.
Second to last, so 120.6. Soon as you get that, obviously it's 179 carry. But obviously still similar angle of descent. But yeah, if we can kind of get a lot, maybe around 120 more consistently, plus better ball play, might not really lose much distance, but way more control.
But crikey, that's strong. Bloody hell. 1, 2.
Weird, like the 7 iron is the club that I snapped in Spain last year, and I had to buy a new one direct from PXG, so it didn't come with the original set.
Have a guess on the loft.
I wouldn't even know what it should be. So
we can get it up on the screen, but 26. That's reading.
What's the standard kind of 7
Let
iron?
me have a look. It's.
I mean, strong anyway, but not.
They're not that strong.
They should be about.
Well, a 5 iron, a 4 iron used to be 24, did it?
I'd say we should be about 28, 29.
I'd guess
It should be 27,
And what is it?
26. So it's like a degree stronger than it should be. And obviously you need way weaker. So like I said, instantly, as soon as we go to a head that's...
I'm going to lose loads of distance, aren't I?
You'd be surprised.
They are just ridiculous.
But I mean, they're strong for a normal kind of a golfer that hits it, a normal ball fly, but you naturally hit it low, plus a very low lofted iron to start. It's, I mean, lie angle, again, standard.
Yeah, I think there was standard lie.
We didn't look at the
I remember
data.
that.
So, yeah, definitely look into lie angle as well. So, the minute it's saying 8 degree toe down.
Okay.
So, obviously, that's saying into impact, toes digging in by 8 degrees. Obviously, you wouldn't go 8 degree up.
No, of course.
But you'd definitely go a fair bit more up, right, just to help with that connection. So, again, if you're kind of coming in, de-lofting, toe digging in, there's not a lot of kind of help with kind of ball speed, basically. Obviously, angle attack's down. That's the reason, obviously, you hit it low. Obviously, you hit quite down on the ball. But, yeah, I think straight away for me, a bit more upright, way more loft. Different profile of shaft, and it should see a big change.
Other than that, though, it's really good, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. Like I said, we'll look at the swing weight as well.
Yep.
How does the weight of these feel? Do they feel okay?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Like I say, when I'm specifically in like my 5 and my 6, I feel like they're really, really heavy. But I'm guessing that's just due down to length of them more than anything.
Maybe
else.
shaft weight as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, the weight of them 122 gram on the Elevate Tour, so very heavy.
Yeah.
And again, with how you hit the ball, it's just a bit of an odd one for me how you fitted into that personally. But yeah, like I said, swing weight C8, so that's very light as well. So it's like a very heavy shaft, very light swing weight. Again, it's quite uncommon. So yeah, we'll have a play around with swing weight as well. Like I said, definitely try something heavier, see how it feels. If that helps with a bit more control. But yeah, a lot to change. Be a very different type of iron, basically.
Half an inch shorter, but that's their standard.
Yeah, so the minute this is playing 36 3/4. Like I said, I think the XP range does play longer than the other PXG models.
Right.
Again, we've set up more for distance, being longer shafts, stronger lofts. But again, it's even shorter than half an inch, really. I mean, the standard's 37.5. So it's like 36 3/4.
Okay.
So that's like 3/4 inch shorter than what it should be. Like I said, I always base 37 as standard. That's always the easiest way to kind of go about it. So again, I think we'll have a look into length as well. I mean, strike-wise at the minute, a little bit varied, kind of heel and toe. So not much of an obvious guess in terms of what length we need to go down. I think straight away we'll go back to normal standard length based off your height.
Yeah.
That's a more upright, obviously way different kind of loft and shaft profile. So yeah, we'll take a look. Yeah. So we're going to start with the Gen 6P range, so not the XP. So still quite forgiving, but obviously standard lofts are a lot weaker. I might even potentially go weaker than their standard anyway.
Okay.
And like I said, we're going to go standard length shaft.
So that one's up at 37,
so
right?
37. A nip-on modus 105 stiff. So that's a lot lighter, a lot higher launching profile. Flex down. Like I said, your speed's quite quick, but I think the distance you hit it is probably definitely further than what your swing speed
should be
kind of hitting it. So I think stiff flex for now, and again, it will just help kind of get that launch up, basically.
Fun fact for you, they are the exact shafts that I had in my Mizuno JPX 920s before the PXGs that I hated.
Oh.
So it'd be interesting to see
how
this works out with a different head.
Yeah, fair enough. No, so at least I know that info now. Right, so first option, so PXG Gen 6 0311P.
Yep.
I've gone 2 degrees upright for now. Might need more, but we'll see. Loft 30, so 4 degrees weaker, basically. So quite different. Standard length, mid-size grip, and then modus 105 and stiff.
Oh, that's thinner than me.
Yeah, I was only slight miss it.
Yeah, I tried to cream that one for some reason rather than just putting a normal swing on it. That felt nice.
Shot. Also, that's a good thing with a PXG, because you've got the disc weight at the back. If you need to take a bit of weight out, there's no issue. I think it's a 12, no, even heavy. I've gone 16. Okay. So it's one of the heaviest weights, but it's only because I've got a mid-sized grip, that drops the swing weight, so I have to go heavier. So yeah, we can take tons of weight out.
That felt beautiful, but it's just staying out left.
Little pull, but great strike.
Well, gone are the days of the...
Yeah, that's the thing. So you kind of got a similar distance, but just in the right way, basically. You know, just such a better ball flight. Great strike.
Yeah, that one felt really good.
A little drifty, but yeah, good spot. Feel good?
Yeah, still a bit heavier than I'm used to. Not horrendously.
Yeah.
But
that's the next one. We can try a little bit lighter. Because I said, by no means it's heavy. I think it's D0, so it's still very light, just heavier than what you're used to the swing weight.
I'm a Yorkshire man. We don't like change.
Great shot. Obviously, the main thing we've changed is, you know, different loft, different profile of head, different lie. Obviously, shafts change as well, but we can work on dispersion with different shaft options and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, the main thing is the loft, and already it's way better for me.
You can see that spin shot up.
Shot up massively. Yeah. I think there was, I think first couple was slight miss hits. So just
the launch is decent as well, apart from the 2 pulls at the end.
Yeah, so maybe dropped it a tad, but already mine was better than yours.
This is just the beginning.
But that's the thing, so at the minute, you've only lost 3 yards carry.
Which, like I say, I'm really not fussed about.
It's not a lot at all. And this is the daft thing, so we've gone 4 degrees weaker loft, your ball speed's only dropped half a mile an hour. So it's like,
crazy.
It's nothing. So that's the main thing. A lot of times you can go that much weaker, you'd lose a lot of ball speed. Your case, you've not really lost anything, which is brilliant, because it means you can maintain your distance with a better ball flight. Already we're getting, 4 degrees of launch, 1100 spin, more consistent spin as well. Obviously a little bit left as an average, but already for me, just a million times better. So next one we're going to try, like so you were saying you're quite intrigued in graphite.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos about how graphite are becoming more sort of cost effective, but also the benefits against steel are just negated now.
Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of fitters will agree, within the next 10, 20 years, graphite will just take over.
Yeah,
there's so much more you can do with it, basically. So next one we're going to try the VA Sinister, 90 grams, so even lighter. Right. But like I said, by no means is it going to feel kind of whippy or flexible. No, it's a very kind of nice feeling profile. Okay. And just to see what it does with launch and spin as well. So a lot of times graphite shafts, because they're lighter, can launch a ball up more. So we'll try this next option and see how it goes.
I feel like I'm missing something here. So we've gone, obviously still Gen 6 iron for now. Yep.
And then we've gone VA Sinister 90 gram, so it's a little bit lighter.
lighter.
Maybe help again, we'll get that launch and
Get it
spin
ball
up.
in there.
Still stiff flex at the minute. Same loft and lie. Might tweak it in a minute, we'll see.
A bit slappy.
A little bit better strike. Does that weight feel a little bit better than the last shaft?
Yeah, it does. Despite it being the same swing weight, just
Yeah, just because shaft's lighter, even if swing rate's going to feel the same. Total mass is a bit lower.
come on, come back.
Nearly. Good strike. Good carry.
Feels like I'm not having to swing, not have put as much effort in with these compared to the last ones to KBS.
Yeah.
Modus, sorry, not KBS.
Yeah, it's dropped a lot.
So disappointing.
Great. Launch is actually higher, but spin's dropped. So obviously not the best combination. Obviously, yeah, a lot shorter carry, and even worse dispersion. So definitely,
Absolutely good.
definitely no's, I'm afraid.
So what else have we got to try?
So yeah, we'll look at something else.
There you go.
Again, I think
So upset.
I'd say shaft weight. We need to try something probably similar. I'd say between kind of this and the Modus, maybe.
What was the modus? 105?
105.
And that
yeah.
was 90.
Yeah, so like I
So
said,
100-ish.
round about that, I'd say. Just to, we still need to be quite light just for getting that ball up in the air, basically. So I'll have a quick look now and see what we've got that will be an
Okay.
option. Get that off.
Leaning towards these bright coloured ones, isn't it?
Badass. Drago.
I say you got a badass in there. Well, that's even light at 75
it?
gram. I think it'd be too light for you. Obviously, you've got quite a bit of speed anyway, so I think we need to go,
Around the
minimum
100
kind of.
mark.
Yeah, it's a very minimum 90, but maybe a tad heavier.
Which means it's going to be something boring and silver.
I'm afraid so.
That's fine. If it works, it works.
So yeah, I think we'll look at that. So KBS dollar taper light, 100 gram.
Okay.
So still stiff flex, but I say quite a high launching shaft.
Can they not do that in black?
Good question. I think they do in the normal one. They might do it in the light. So yeah, you might get it in the black PVD.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd have to double check.
Yeah. Let's find something that works, and then we can look at
Remember
look at colours.
customising it after.
I could get some of them club wraps. I just like weird and wonderful golf things. That's all. As you can tell by the shirts.
We've got to stop worrying about colour and find something that works out there.
I'd say so in a minute.
We'll get there in the end.
I'd say it's probably just a bonus if we can find some of it.
Yeah.
Got a more
Just have to
extravagant
make kind of spray
option.
paint when I get home and just spray it.
So yeah, we're going to go KBS dollar taper light.
Yep.
Again, not touch loft and live a minute. I think I will very soon. I just want to try and see if there's another shaft option that's similar performance to Modus, and I'll be able to work it out. I've just put a bit of lead tape at the back. I've already got the 18 gram at the back, which is the heaviest.
Yep.
But like I said, when it's built, I'll make sure it plays D2.5. I just want to try and get it the same swing weight as what I fitted you for driver.
Okay.
Because at the minute, because we're going quite light shafts and mid-sized grips, everything's coming in quite light swing weight.
Fine.
So yeah, so it's a bit more of a fairer comparison for what we know kind of works.
And
with
is this
that.
still 2 degree upright? Yeah?
Still 2 degree up, still 30 degree loft.
That felt beautiful. I know at first swing, but
Good shot.
That's on there, isn't it?
Yeah, great shot.
I'll just keep my irons and buy some lead tape because that seems to be the magical formula here.
Like I say, if you went with, say, a different grip model that's
Yeah.
a bit lighter, then
It's
you wouldn't
amazing
need
that
to
grips
do
can
lead
make such a
tape.
difference though.
Yeah, it's like I said, I think we'll be able to get it D2 without having to build it that way.
We're a bit fat. Catch, yeah, it's caught Matt a little bit then. definitely user error rather than golf club
Did
error.
it feel toe dug in a bit?
A little bit, yeah. It felt like I just caught it on the way through.
Might try and walk right in a minute.
But this one feels, again, just in my head, it feels lighter than the Modus.
Yeah, it's a bit different balance as well.
Yeah, it feels similar to the second one that I can't remember the name.
The VA.
Yeah, the VA.
Great strike. So with KBS, basically the high balance point shafts, but like counterbalance shafts. So yeah, that can make it a little bit different balance, and obviously that can affect timing and strike and stuff. So that's a lot of times people, as soon as they go to a KBS model or the brand in general, it can just kind of click really.
Yeah, and I've only hit 3, but this feels miles ahead of the Modus and the VA one.
Okay.
Just from a personal perspective, obviously the numbers will be the determining factor. Oh no. I take everything back I just said.
Yes, can we zoom in on that one, please?
Nope. We'll just fast forward the next 15 seconds in the video, guys.
No, don't worry. I'll take that out. Yeah, good try again.
Come back a little bit.
We're not fading his old irons.
Yeah, a little bit, and I think it was maybe because as well the line was even flatter,
Right.
so the toe was just digging in and
Because
kind of.
everything you've given him after his own irons has actually misleft, if anything.
Yeah, and like I say, it's an awkward one because again, you look at Dynamic Lie,
Yeah,
it's like 8.9 degree down,
yeah.
so it's
Shit, basically.
it's it's just awkward because
Yeah.
you need to go more upright, but it's trying to work out if it's swing related or line related. Why he's hitting it a little bit left. That was a good strike again. So go one more for me, Tom, and then we'll take a look.
Not a bit thin, but
Yes.
Bad shot.
yeah. Got it in the hole again. It's like 4 times tonight.
Yeah, let's have a look at data then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, definitely
That
some
was
good.
my favourite feeling so far out of the 3 shafts that we've tested is
Okay.
that KBS.
Yeah, and like I said, numbers definitely look decent as well. I think you got that kind of ball speed back a bit. A lot of times when you struck it, well, like the V8 dropped quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up in the Modus here, aren't I?
You don't like what?
It's not. It was just I had a set of Mizunos and they had the Modus shaft in, and I couldn't play them Mizunos. But I think the irons were too good for someone of my standard, so I associated those shafts with it. But if I'm hitting it,
Just straight away.
the numbers don't lie. Look at the Modus numbers.
Yeah,
compared
that's the
to
thing. It's looking at the
everything
data.
else,
It's
so-
obviously definitely better ball speed than the VA shaft, but yeah, it's like over 4 mile an hour slower. Launch similar to Modus, but again spins like
And if
700
anything,
revs.
I'd expect my miles an hour to get faster because I'm getting looser and I'm getting more warmed up at this point. So
In theory, yeah.
I'm not getting tired because we're not hitting that many balls. So I'd expect, if anything, my ball speed to be increasing, not going down by 4 or 5 miles an hour. So
No, I get what you mean.
okay, so the Modus for now.
At the minute, still
is that the
working.
last option, or do I have anything else to try?
Definitely a couple of others,
We're only
definitely.
just getting warmed up.
Yeah,
all
tell
boys.
me about it. Plenty more shanks to come.
But I mean, again, you look at angle of descent. You see, you're 45.4 with Modus. That's gone to 42.6. So you can see you lose ball speed, lose spin. Also, you lose basically 3 degrees angle of descent. So I think for me, I'm going to look at another Nippon model.
Okay.
Maybe something's not a Modus.
Do we think, because that Nippon was 105, right?
Yeah.
So we're going in the right direction in getting weight up, because this was better than the VA Sinister, right?
Yes.
And that was 90, 100, 105. So
Yeah.
I think
It could be. Yeah,
a number of
could be
factors,
weight
but,
related, but it could be something entirely different. Like I said, if theory of a lighter you go, it should help even more with launch and spin. So yeah, let's try another Nippon model and see how it goes. And I think I'm going to change loft and lie a little bit as well.
Okay.
With this next one. Yeah, the KBS was another 2 degrees more up than yours, and it's even more toe down. Sinister was not as bad, but like I said, I think for me it's just your path and face that's making you pull it, not so much for the heel digging in or anything like that and making you go left. So for me, I'd like to go more upright just to see if that helps you more with kind of just consistency of strike, basically.
Okay.
So let's go 65. Right, so next option, we're going to go Nippon 850 GH and stiff.
Okay.
So still nip on, but yeah, very lightweight, designed to be really kind of high launch, high spin. So it'd be interesting to see with shaft weight, because obviously the Sinister shaft being 90 didn't work great.
Yep.
But we'll give it a go.
What is this one weight-wise?
About 85.
85, okay.
Round about that kind of range. Lie angle, I've gone up to 3 degrees up, so another degree up on top, and a degree weaker again. So it's playing 32 loft.
Right, okay.
And then 3 degrees up.
Yep.
And swing weight, I've got it to D2.5. Also, yeah, I've gone a little bit longer. Like I said, I think with your setup at the minute, you're quite close to the ball.
Yep.
So I feel like that's not helping in terms of path and face, where you get that bit of a pull. I'm going to try a bit longer, so if that gets you a bit further away, and if that gets you just kind of holding it off a little bit.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll see what it does to strike as well. But yeah, when you're ready.
That went straight left. See, I tried to change my hands then, and then it looked like the club face was all pointing that way.
Yeah, so the shaft length should kind of do it automatically. So I don't feel like you're manipulating anything too much.
Seeing the real me now.
Okay, fine.
What did you call it, Gary? An adjustment period. How many years does that last for, the adjustment period?
Yes, I've gone 2 degrees flatter than what you were just hitting it. Like I said, I did go 1 degree up originally, more, but we've gone back 2 degrees. Because, yeah, like the strike's great, just everything's gone left
Just
side.
everything's going left.
Yeah, so let's see if this gets a bit straighter. Because I said, when you've caught it, numbers are really good.
The numbers are there, it's just the direction now.
Yeah, exactly. But path was better, that last shot as well.
A little bit slow caught again.
Nearly, a little bit left. Great carry though.
Right, done.
Great shot.
Hold on. Can't get these in a funny colour.
Wow.
Great shot.
Wow.
Oh my God. Big one. Just look at the difference flyer.
A line, mate.
A flyer? What, off at Matt?
Look at the difference a lie angle can
I'm
make.
not sure what Sam's building here, but that's a flyer.
185. Oh, it's spin and launch?
That's just
No, that
ball speed.
No, but what were the spin and launch? That
Great.
that felt
20.4 launch. Spin's a little bit low, but I meant to say, angle and send then was 48.5, so you got away with it. It's a little bit low spin, but that was way better. Good shot. How does the length feel?
Yeah,
Feels okay.
feels fine, yeah.
Uncomfortable.
No, not at all.
So straight away, we've got that ball speed back up with the modus. Obviously, for me, launch touch high, which is better. Spin's very similar, deviation basically identical. Obviously, the main thing is dispersion's probably even better. Obviously, modus was a little bit left and right, well, that's just, as an average, a bit closer
tighter,
to the starting line and a bit tighter overall. Carry same. Again, you look at angle of descent. 45.7, so I think marginally higher just because of the launch mainly. So again, a very good option. So I think straight away, as soon as you go kind of nip on golf shafts, it just work better for you.
So the nip-on's the current favourite.
Yeah, so that's a bit straighter. Like I said, we'll look at club data as well. Told you. So that's the interesting thing with nip on.
4 degrees, isn't it, against Martin?
So as soon as you've gone longer, the strike's not really changed, but because you're standing a bit further away, you're just not throwing it on top. So all of a sudden your path's a bit better, and obviously that can help with ball speed because you're not cutting across it as much. Attack angle's actually not as down either compared to, say, your existing setup.
And the dynamic loss huge. I mean, it seems huge to me. 8 degrees bigger is
massive.
massive,
It's just
innit?
because of the loft of the head before with yours was just so strong. And then now we've got the speed back up as well, where we lost it a little bit with some of the other options. And like I said, average strike, obviously, a little bit toe side, and that's we're going half inch longer. So Yeah, I don't think going longer's kind of hindered you at all.
No,
I
if
think-
anything, it's improved me.
Yeah,
a
I think
little
it just helps your
Certainly from a
path.
path perspective
Yeah.
and the attack.
I think again, if you look at the other shaft options, which were standard length, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So straight away, as soon as you go half inch longer, your paths just change massively. And all it is just standing a little bit
Just send a
further
little
away.
bit further away. 'Cause
Stand a little bit further away, you just don't throw it on
so
top
if we
of
go
it
10
as much.
inches longer on the top of the shaft, then I'll be
Then,
perfect.
then you'll be
won't
in
I?
2 hours. You're brilliant.
Save me
well,
some money
that's-
on golf lessons.
But this is where sometimes it can go completely opposite. So
Yeah.
the nip-on's actually longer and it's got more toe side, which it shouldn't be the case. So yeah, it just shows by that little tweak how it can just make such a difference with your path. Obviously, we have got the nip-on modus in half inch longer, so I definitely want to look into that as well. I think for me, we're probably one more shaft to try.
Yep.
And
Is it funky colours?
I don't think it's funky colours, I'm afraid.
You got any felt tip pens?
But then I also want to do right to the end. I just want to double check the actual head as well. I've been
Yeah.
intrigued to see like the 03717T, if by being a little bit again more slightly weaker loft as a
Yeah.
starting point, if that can just get this launch and spin even more higher.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, again, already starting point compared to now, such a huge difference for me. And like I said, I think we can go a fraction better personally. So at the minute we're just gone stock elevate shaft. So like I said, it's that kind of lighter weight 95 gram. Again, obviously it says in the name elevate, meant to get the ball up in the air. Stiff flex, again half inch longer, mid-size grip. Swing weight is still D2.5. And then same loft and lie as the last
So we've not
setup.
changed anything this time apart from just the shaft?
Yes, yeah, like I said, lie angle still only 1 degree up, loft's 32.
It's still half an inch longer?
Still half an inch longer, yeah.
Okay.
So I've just gone back to standard lie.
Okay.
Just
See
see
if
again
it-
if that's in flat.
See if we can eradicate that left.
Yeah.
Or at least minimise it. Oh, that was thin.
Good shot.
Like me, innit?
All up, like, go flat.
Just go flat. Making fairness, that carry were like 172.
Forget what computer says, just go for
Just go flat.
That's what it is sometimes though. It's just like you can't always base it off the data. It's just having that common sense. Because again, spin was a bit low.
Spin was low.
Launch was
Launch
good.
was good.
Ball speed was good. Also, yeah, I know I was 173 carry. Angle of descent 47.
So everything there apart from spin.
Hmm. Good strike.
Yeah, felt nice.
Even
That
that
one.
one, I wouldn't class that as low.
No, I wouldn't be shouting four left if I like that one on the course. But
No.
Right, I'm really going after these ones now. That was so flat.
That was a little bit lower. So stops okay. I'll check the data. I just
Yeah,
think it's
the
a
good
little,
ones in the middle there felt beautiful. I really liked that one.
It's just the one. Obviously, that one was like 170 odd carry.
Yeah.
Obviously, great for distance, but
The
It's
spin
just-
was just down a bit.
yeah, that's the reason it got that carry
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
the spin
yeah.
dropped. So just try and do it in the right way, basically. Actually, spin wasn't that bad.
No.
Just not as consistent. So ball speeds a little bit lower, only a fraction.
Like
Launch
half a
same
mile
as the
an hour,
modus. That's only 100 revs lower. Just not as consistent with spin. Dispersion was just a little bit wider. So I'd say over a minute, I'd say I'm leaning to kind of both Nippon models. Like I said, the modus obviously the line was more right, and that was a degree stronger.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to go back and try that modus.
Yeah, I've been
now
intrigued
with-
to try both again. Again, we didn't try the Nippon 850 in that line.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, modus was standard length, not half
not
inch
half an
longer.
hour, So, yeah.
So I'd say for me, it's between kind of them two options. And then,
Okay.
like I said, we'll then look at the 0317T head as well. I'd say whatever shaft
works.
works,
in
we'll then
either.
try that in each head, and
Okay.
then we'll get an idea. But like I said, all at 164 carry, just obviously doing slightly different things.
I'd be more than happy with that.
And again, I'm going to say, yeah, just a bit flatter again, 44.8.
The bonkers thing now is that if I were in a 160 shot now, then I'd probably be going for my 8 iron. Like, it's a complete club difference just because there are strong now.
Yeah, and like I say, it might take a bit of adjustment because like I say, yours is very.
Like I say, I'm quite happy to do another gapping session and figure out my distances, but I just need that controllability. With
It's just getting used to the difference in ball flight, especially when you get in real conditions and seeing the launch. It's just trusting, the yardage basically, the flight. What you just hit. So I said, I think staying around that standard lie, like I said, even though foresight is saying it's not right, you can just see that.
Just with the
the flatter we go, it's going straighter. Yeah. So. Yeah, we just that's where common sense prevails, and you just go what you need to do. Yeah. So Nippon Modus 105, gone ½ inch longer now. Yep. Still mid-sized grip. I've got the swing weight D2.5, same as what would fit you for driver, and then standard lie 32-degree loft.
Okay. So we've just flattened it out, made it a bit longer.
Yeah, basically. So from when we hit it originally, longer shaft,
it did alright
this
one, didn't it? So.
Yeah, like I said, for me, in theory, this should now be a little bit straighter and a bit higher in theory.
That one felt nice.
Yeah, good shot.
In the hole. In the hole. Have you had an old one on it?
Not from me.
I've horseshoed out on like 200 yard par 3, so that was frustrating. I've holed out on here from about 120, but I think that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Good strike.
Oh, why has it gone left, Sam?
Only a little bit.
That felt probably the best one that I've hit all night, which is why I'm so disappointed it went left.
Again, hopefully it's done it in the way that it's sheer ball speed and not spin. Not that bad, just ball speed, just ripped it. Great strike.
Yeah, that felt bad, that one.
That was
but
probably
if that's a bad one.
On the last one.
So upset that it went left.
You hit a couple left, you're like, I don't want to go left, and you go right, you overdo it.
But again, that's just natural. That's what's going to happen to me on course. If I start hitting them left, I'm going to try and force it right, and then that happens.
Well, so the good thing is, obviously, the one that flew then, you did it in the right way. It's not like a spin drop to kind of achieve that distance.
Oh, yeah. Gone left again, though.
Only a fraction.
Jesus.
So.
No, this just feels perfect, which upsets me so much because it's the one that Dan's been rooting for all night long. But it genuinely feels better than any others that I've hit all night.
Again, great ball speed, launch still good, spin's still not too bad.
Yep.
Okay, a little bit. So what? Let's go.
It just feels
Let's
nice.
go even flatter.
Oh God.
The thing is, right, you hit mine, and you hit mine alright, and mine are too flat.
Might be too much, but
that's good, right? So that's 17. That one was 17-degree launch.
Yeah,
so let's wait till the end to look at the data.
Yeah, so again, that launch was a little bit low, but because you've pulled it, that's probably the reason. But when look at your ball speed, 120. When, like I said, that's 5 mile an hour quicker from yours, which is 5 degree weaker now, and it's gone 5 mile an hour quicker.
Yeah,
which is like such a huge difference. It's like it's like hitting an 8.5 iron with yours, basically. Yeah, such a huge difference.
Bit closer to centre line.
That's all right. Again, you got a 170 carry still.
That's not going to big me up too much.
What's Kev sales on?
About 30.
Game down to single figures with a 50 down here.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just try a different.
I think you need to put that green about 20 yards.
I know, I might push the green back. I'll push it to 170.
A bit tower.
But I said dispersion's so much better.
Yeah.
Bear in mind we've pushed the green back.
Yeah. Get in. Get in.
Oh! Nearly.
That would have been good.
Okay.
Ball speed's up on mine and on the Nippon.
So ball speed's gone up another couple mile an hour. I'd say launch is about the same because it was a fraction lower than the 850. The only thing is this time spin's dropped a little bit more. it's obviously not 100% ideal, but obviously because you got a ball speed gain, obviously
Yeah.
now you're getting into 170 carry.
It's literally going further than mine. And like you said, what's the
Yeah.
difference in degrees of the club?
6
It's not the
degrees.
loft, 6 degrees difference.
6 degrees aloft, and we've gained
And
you
I'm
3
launching
yards
it
carry.
5 degrees nearly higher as well.
4 degrees higher,
Oh, yeah.
500 revs more spin.
Maths is bad.
That's right. Like I said, at the minute, it's still a tiny bit left. I think a lot of it can be swing related.
Yeah.
And like I said, lie angle, we're getting it best we can in terms of keeping it straight.
I think, like I said, those ones that I hit in the middle of that session with this lie angle and everything were the best that it were feeling. I didn't feel like it were digging into the ground. I didn't feel...
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
it
felt
just-
nice.
just felt
and crisp.
right.
I think if I want to be really picky, I want to get you just that one more time because the line
Yeah.
was now flatter than what it was.
Fine.
Only reason being because the dispersion's better with the 850.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if, say, the ball speed got up again, but maintained that dispersion and spin, then obviously that'd be even better. But like I said, I think I'm kind of happy at 1 degree now. I think
Yeah.
we're doing all we can in terms of getting rid of that left, but
Yep.
we know that's down shoes sometimes.
Yeah, I think alignment,
Um,
like I said, plays a big part in it for me.
But like I said, straight away with modus, obviously when we're a half-inch longer shaft as well, I think that helps a lot with kind of the ball speed. Again, we look at club data. Yeah, it's just even better path for me.
Yeah.
Such a better path from where you started.
So with this nip on then, it could be incredible
Potentially.
now that we've changed everything else because
Yeah,
it's pretty close to the modus, isn't it? And that's without us doing it with the right angle.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So, yeah, if we can go even flatter.
Let's try the nip on and just get a chance to not have the shaft that Dan wants us to have. And see how
Yeah,
that
so I'll
one
say
performs.
it's definitely between them two. So
Yeah.
let's say from this, we'll then work out what's best. Then we'll look at the
Then we'll
different
look at the
head.
heads.
And then I think that's then job done
And it's
for me.
bedtime.
And then it's bedtime. Yeah, exact same spec of line angle as loft as what we just hit with modus again. So I said one last time, nip on 850. We've
Yep.
not tried it in that line angle. So I said it'd be intriguing to see what it does. Obviously ball speed now modus has got quicker.
Yep.
And obviously dispersion. So yeah, when you're ready.
So 5 good ones, and then we've settled the shaft a bit, and then we move on to heads.
And then we'll just double check the head because, like I
Yep.
said, because the 03170 is weaker loft, it might be even better ball flight depending on ball speed.
That felt money. Oh, it's gone left. That felt so good.
Again, you got over 170 carry.
Yeah.
Good strike again.
Yeah.
Only a tiny bit left. So good carry. Well, I think it's making it go more left. So because your path's better, your face is
I'm
still
not used to
staying
it.
just as
Yeah.
shut. So that's why it's going more left. Because before, if you come more out to win, you'd be cutting across it
Yeah.
more. So now the path's got in a better place. It's just getting little pulls.
Which I don't mind, as long as they're consistent. So.
Yeah, like I said, if you're having lessons anyway, that's what you can work on.
It's going to upset Dan, but I prefer the feel of this shaft to the nip on. Was it?
The modus.
Modus, sorry.
I mean, in fairness, the first two spin look better for me
Yeah.
as well. We'll see what that one says.
Yeah, I think I felt like I caught that a little thin,
Yeah,
so the
even
spin's probably down on that
Yeah,
one.
because even that spin's alright. That was 5-3.
That felt really good. Seven five, Cara?
Great shot.
Yeah. Is that it?
I'm gonna go another. I'm gonna go flatter again.
You're determined to try and get this straight,
Well,
aren't you?
why not? Like I said, we've still gone to this much flat, and it's only got better
Yeah.
in terms of ball speed. So why not try again? You know, that's irrelevant for me.
Yeah.
12.8. It doesn't matter. You've only hit it 11 yards left with a good spin and a great ball speed.
Yeah,
So
I mean, look at
that's
that.
just-
Launch
it's
17,
just
backspin
irrelevant.
6,000, carrying
Mate,
170.
Look at your path.
Yeah.
0.6.
This one. Nope, I fatted that one.
Okay.
And it still went left. Ooh,
That was a bit
that's
better.
as close as we've been to the centre line, I think. But I think I caught it a bit skinner.
Well, still carried 170.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I just mean I think the spin's going to be down on that one. I'd be surprised if it were where we want it to be.
Okay.
That felt money.
There we go.
175 carry, line ball. Please be good
And
spin.
straight.
Please be good spin.
I'd imagine it would be.
It felt
Good
really good, that
strike.
one.
Good launch. Bit low spin.
What, we're at 4-4?
Yeah, but you got 20.5 launch. The angle of descent was still 47.5.
So that's where we want it.
So yeah, just obviously I'd like to see it with a bit more spin, but can't. Yeah, I'll just say we're getting definitely even better line angle for me.
Mm-hmm.
What? Since I played with you at Bloody Elmshire, you're a completely different golfer.
Good shout.
Yeah, I think this is the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What line?
2 degree flat.
We've gone the complete
We've
other
gone
way.
from
We've gone from 2 up.
3. I think we might have gone.
We did 3, we
I think we
went
did
3.
3 briefly.
To off longer.
I say obviously, yeah. So
I'm glad I paid all that money for that PXG fitting and clubs anyway.
So yours were 1/4 inch shorter, and
Yeah.
we've now gone half an inch longer. And we've gone from...
I mean, a lot of that is going to be down to my game changing, I presume. Maybe.
Can be. From both times we've hit it, I think both of them have been basically identical with launch, which is good. And I said both times ball speed's gone up about 2.5 mile an hour, where I think changing line angle, that's helped a lot with that. Well, I said spin's dropped a little bit, but you've offset it a bit with ball speed gain. But again, at the end of the day, you gain 4 yards carry at the moment over your own. And like I said, we gain 1.5 mile an hour. Bear in mind it's 6 degrees weaker.
Yeah.
And
Launch
obviously,
is worlds apart.
yeah,
Spin's
4.8
better.
degree launch. Still another 500 revs. Still better deviation.
And the big thing for me is everything's a lot tighter as well. Like, if we look at, like, back in, like I said before, the deviation on 1,000 using my clubs, we've got deviation half of that now.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big thing. Yeah, dispersion a little bit better for me than the Modus. And again, I know that line was a tiny bit flatter than Modus again, but I think for me, straight away, having a touch more spin and again more
bit of a
launch,
launch.
I think that shaft
Which is
gonna
all I
be
wanted.
better
I
for you.
wanted spin and launch.
Yeah, which we've definitely been able to
The fact that
achieve a lot.
I'm getting more carry.
That's we've now
is-
gone into 46 range, so 46.1. Like I said, it's a big difference. Like I said originally you were 37 and a half.
So up near 10 degrees on descent angle.
Yeah, which is massive.
Let's
Yeah.
try other head.
Yeah, so we'll try overhead, and then that's it for me.
It's a good job Gaz is not driving home, he'd be falling asleep on motorway if it looks of things. Which head, right?
That. Right, yeah.
That?
No.
That.
Yeah.
Just see if I can get
Should have
some
just gone
echo in.
AG, shouldn't you?
And what are we in at? 45 minutes, 1,200 quid.
Cheap
Proper
one.
service.
It's 7 out.
They would have had me playing that balloon game on Trackman. Oh, you've hit 10 balloons this time, so these are clubs for you.
Never thin that one.
No, you didn't. You just controlled the flight.
Control. Right. So exact same swing weight.
Yep.
Like I said, exact same shaft, exact same lie. 34 degrees aloft.
So 2 degrees.
2 degrees weaker again.
Is this just to put his mind to rest? Or do you actually...
I think it's to put my mind at rest, really.
Gaz is convinced these are not going to work.
I'm not convinced anyway.
I'm not going to lie.
But, but his brother, I think, put it in his head that he's got to try.
No, I want to try them anyway while I'm here.
I
But
think
even looking down at it,
it's a bit thin.
I don't like it at the top. It looks a bit thin.
I think
But
for me, it's peace of mind that
yeah,
we're trying to
I
aim
may
this
as well
even
try them while I'm
weaker.
here. Yeah.
And like I said, it's
Well, we've tried everything else.
I will say this feels a hell of a lot heavier.
same swing weight. That's just how you've perceived it.
Come on,
Because even the weight's the same.
Have you changed it on the
Yes.
software?
Yeah.
Actually felt so good. So
This one normally I would expect a definitely
Drop
drop a
off
bit
in
of line
distance.
because we've gone even weaker,
Yeah.
a different type of head. But if it means we can get even more launch and spin,
Yeah,
then
it's probably a worthwhile
potentially
trade-off.
a good trade-off depending what the distance is.
That felt amazing.
Oh, it's in all.
I'm playing these and I love them.
That felt incredible.
So that's carried 164. So let's see what the
I
launch
reckon
and
numbers are
spin's
going to
done.
be way up for spin on that one.
No, 7,000.
That genuinely felt probably best one of it all night. Felt like the
Your
best.
issue here is going to be a miss set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how bad of it. Bit of it, I think.
Yeah, it were
Oh,
a bit of it. But
Oh, I wasn't too bad.
if that's ever,
Yeah.
2-4.
No, I bet both people well down.
But the one before was 118, which is like basically the same,
That's going to be 130.
but with 7,000 spin. That was good.
yeah, just a bit tuggy, but
Good launch.
again,
and
it just
spin
felt lovely.
there. I think that was 167.
Fuck.
Right, gas passes that side for shaft, thank you.
Yeah. So if I put the VA shaft in this head, then I'll probably be alright.
Yes,
Well, that's
that's such a better spin for
Yeah.
me.
Put ball speed and spins.
What's the launch like?
18.
I've not even looked at launch. So.
Angle of 747, so spins are so much better.
Thin that a bit.
It's interesting though to see what happens when he does it a bad one.
This is what you need
Well, I
to
think
do
this-
that now.
I thinned that one. I thought I'd done two shots ago.
the end result is pretty straight, just a bit shorter. And like I said, yeah, don't get me wrong, you will maybe mishit it a bit more.
A bit more.
But that's definitely an iron that you can see the potential in it
Yeah.
even more. Like I said, even that one, that was 6,000 spinning, you mishit it. Certainly good.
I thought that were a bit fat still.
Sorry, out in here, but we've gone this far. I'm going to say it. Could weakening the other clubs do anything like this?
Weakening what?
Just the lofts that are weaker that are making it, or is that not?
He's trying to say, could you weaken it even more? to get
No, I
the
think he
best?
means could you not weaken my original club?
Oh, the P. We've
Yeah.
already gone 2 degree weaker than their standard. I wouldn't recommend going any more
Right.
because it
Just
affects the bounce too much, affects the
Yeah.
offset. Well, the onset would be.
Fair enough.
Oh, stop trying to hit it so hard, you tit.
I get what you mean though, because obviously, yeah, if you can get it more forgiving with
Yeah.
weaker loft, but it'll just play a bit weird. I think that's why you need to just go to the starting loft's weaker.
Oh, I fatted that one as well. I think the problem is I like these so much that I'm now trying to.
Swing them over.
I know.
Yeah, I say don't feel like you're putting pressure on yourself. The club's going to do the work for you.
Oh, Tom!
Do you know what? Give yourself a little bit of a break. I don't want to be an arse and say this. I know you really want it, but I've been playing with these irons and I'm a good ball striker, and you still have to hit them well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
We've already seen that his good shots
Yeah.
are going to be better than others, but
Yeah.
It's
he
just
sees them
it's-
how bad are the misses.
Yeah. I had a bad day in
Good shot.
Pakistan and they were bad. You know what I mean? I felt like
yeah. I think you can see it.
You drop off.
You drop off
10
small,
yards.
Yeah.
but when you do catch one, it's even better.
But it's.
But it's how often that is. That's the only problem.
you had a few dodgy swings with the other irons and you didn't lose so much momentum. did
No, I
you?
mean he's losing literally 10 mile an hour ball speed.
Yeah.
Like I said, spin's great, but yeah, you just lose too much ball speed.
Nope. Yeah.
There's how many shots in a row that he's going on now, this bad shot, whereas he might have had a bad shot with other irons, but it was one shot and then he stuck it well
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Like even that one, the ball speed's still pretty good. Saying
Yeah.
how weak the loft is, but obviously launch dropped a bit then. But yeah, it's just for drop off. That's the only issue.
Spins up, but descent angles down. I think on most of them.
Yeah, I think just when you've mishit it, so like that one, 118 with nearly 7,000 spin, that was brilliant. And then obviously
There another one somewhere.
119.
Yeah, 6,000.
So
spin,
you've got
18
two,
launch.
which clearly better than when you strike it, but it's 2 out of.
Yeah, I just
probably
think it's
a
so much
dozen.
more unforgiving when I do hit a bad one, and at my level, I'm going to hit more bad than good. I think looking at them numbers, I'm not. The only thing I'm gaining is a bit more spin.
Yeah, exactly. So your launch has actually dropped, even though the lofts are weaker. That's a ball speed 113 as an average, but we know we can get it
Yeah.
higher. But it's got to be a really good strike.
And what about descent angle? If we look at
Again,
that.
it's an awkward one because you got more spin, but then your
Yeah.
ball speed's dropped.
Ball
So
speed's dropped,
44, it's like the same. But obviously you can see that if you catch one, 47.7, 47.2. But because you've dropped the ball speed as well, even though your spin's gone up, it's not really done anything for angle of descent.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think we'll go with the other ones.
For me, P range, even though the spin's a bit lower,
Yep.
they're just a lot more consistent.
Finally.
You're exhausted. You're hitting shots. You're
If
exhausted.
we're looking tired, it's because we've been here all day. But I'll tell you what, I would say it's been worth.
Oh, it's been
it.
worth. Yeah, absolutely every minute. Yeah, and we've been through everything, every shaft combination, every head combination. Finally.
I don't think you're going to see a more in-depth fitting on YouTube than
No,
that. I know it's.
I'd be surprised.
We've been to end of earth and back, but
The numbers speak for themselves, don't they?
you've literally, haven't you? I don't think you've left anything out there.
No, we've tried every situation, and
Every length, every lie, every loft,
yeah.
every
But-
shaft, every
Just
edge.
everything in this room has
we
been
just wanna
used.
go home.
I'm sorry,
We'll buy anything.
Yeah, just
but I mean,
everything.
to kind of sum up, we've gone 6 degrees weaker in loft,
Yeah.
and we've gained 1.5 mile an hour ball speed, 4.8 degree launch, that's 600 revs of spin. So you gain 4 yards carry with a way better ball
Yeah.
flight. And that's the biggest surprise to me is how we've still gained yards.
Yeah.
We're going so much weaker loft. And I think that's just getting that.
Because like I said,
Connection.
all I wanted was launch and spin. I weren't bothered about distance. I was quite happy and expected to lose 10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
But put on the launch and spin.
I'd
But
say,
it's gone the other way. I put launch on, got more spin, and gained 5 yards or so.
yeah, like
But
I said, normally, going that much weaker, your ball speed probably would have dropped to about 109, 110 normally. And like I said, yeah, we've just managed to gain even more speed and do it in the right way,
Yeah.
basically.
Do you know what I'm going to say as well on camera? Because I haven't said this. I know we're getting quite a few people viewing who aren't local to us. If there is anybody is outside UK, or if anyone's from Scotland or London and want to come up and see Sam, seriously, book an overnight stay somewhere and do it over 2 days. Because I think that you go into that much depth, which is fantastic. That's what these guys want. They want the ultimate.
it's
fit.
literally like being with a scientist in a lab. It's ridiculous.
You will need to. You just cannot do a full bag fit. I don't
Yeah.
think in one full day in this
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
depth.
I've had a few people do it, and it's a very
They
long
must just
But I
been
would
dead
genuinely
at the
say it would be worth doing this, like booking in and paying for your time to do it over 2 days. I would.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be coming
Mhm.
back. Seriously, guys. Like, my biggest frustration is I'm coming down here and obviously doing these videos. No, Tom.
You're seeing everyone else getting the benefits while you're sat in the
We're out
corner.
of time and I don't get what I want. I've
Yeah.
come down for free and I have to come down again next year. I'm not
Yeah,
bringing
sorry.
nobody with me. Dan, you can come because you've been waiting for Nigel as well. But seriously, like, your
It is
time,
so good.
the amount of time you spend on this to get it right is unbelievable.
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
But it's appreciated.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
fully. It is. It's incredible. Like I said, the driver, that was worked wonders. Convinced me to come back and do the irons in again. It's just going to be a complete game changer.
Yeah, like I said, it's you'll definitely see a noticeable difference when you get on
Yeah,
the
I
course.
know. I can't wait.
Definitely, just such a better ball flight. Now I'm really pleased how the fitting's turned out. It's been really good.
It's been great. Thank you very much.
Guys, if
No
anyone's
problem.
still watching, we really appreciate that. Sticking with it, and I'm sure you'll appreciate, what a difference it's made to
Yeah.
Tom. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're going to be back down next week, me and Dan. If you fancy a fitting, you're not coming down with us. You'll have to book yourself separately. We are definitely going to get what we want from you next week.
No problem.
Otherwise, we're not going to have any clubs for the season. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in a couple of days' time. Bye.